People were eating their children just 100 years ago in Europe. This was the result of Great Russian Famine of 1920s. The famine that took place in 1921 and 1922 mainly affected the Volga region, where the hunger was at its worst, but also Urals and Kama basins, the Don, Bashkiria, Kazakhstan, Western Siberia, and the southern Ukraine. The weather conditions, such as extreme frost, followed by scorching summer drought, resulted in crop failures in 1920 and 1921. However, this alone did not cause the famine, as the farmers were accustomed to this type of weather in the region and had often experienced harvest failures in the past. Prior to the famine, farmers often maintained large stocks of grain in communal barns from previous harvests in order to fight such emergencies. This time, however, their stocks were depleted. As Russian civil war was ongoing during that period, the grain was requisitioned for the war effort, mostly by the Bolsheviks. Due to this, the food stocks became low, but also the farmers reduced the food production so that there wouldn't be any excess food that would later be taken away. In fact, the sown area in the Volga region reduced by 25% in 1920 compared to 1917 when the Civil War started. As the crops failed and the Bolsheviks continued taking the grain away, the tragedy became inevitable. The death toll is estimated to be around 5 million. This famine was particularly harsh as it brought out the worst in people. Thousands of cases of cannibalism were reported during the famine. Many historians believe the real number was much higher. People were convicted of eating children, and there were reports of many cafeterias in the region serving up young children. As the winter approached in late 1921, the situation became desperate. With snow covering the alternative food sources on the ground, mothers started boiling their children who died of hunger in a desperate attempt to survive. Wives ate their husbands, brethren ate their sisters. The locals often asked for the dead corpses not to be taken away or buried in order to feed themselves. Many corpses from local cemeteries were stolen. However, cannibalism was not only practiced on the deceased. In the area around Pugachev, children were not allowed to go out after dark due to bands of cannibals who were killing children and selling their flesh. Further south, there were even bands of children who were killing adults for food. Many parents killed their daughters and fed them to their other children. Many relief workers who came to help the local population also succumbed to eating human flesh due to the lack of other food sources. Relief workers who tasted human meat, including some doctors, reported the worst part of the experience, an insuperable and uncomfortable craving they acquired for taste of human flesh. This is a picture of a starving boy from Ukraine who killed his 3-year-old brother and ate him. Although Lenin initially refused to acknowledge the famine and forbade the use of that word in the media, in 1921 he reached out to Europe and the world asking for help. Support arrived from predominantly the United States, but also Europe, and saved millions of lives. To end this disturbing video, I must ask a disturbing question. If a famine such as this happened today, do you think the population would turn to cannibalism?